I wanted to go through what do you think business schools are looking for? I'll tell you. So I'm going to try and go here clockwise, and I'll start with this purple one on the side, academic. So we already said, GMAT can be around 30% of your applications. Very, very important. Your undergraduate degree around 10% as well. So together, academia-wise, yes, this is important for the schools. Remember, an MBA is a degree. So first of all, they want to make sure you can, you're academic enough and you can complete the degree. So you have to show that. Second of all is vision. The business schools want to see people who have worked somewhere and have a clear vision where they want to work in the future and why they need the MBA for that. Let me give you a good example, let's start with a bad example. A waiter who then became a shift manager, who became whatever the next thing after a shift manager is, a whole restaurant manager, who says he wants to go to Wharton because he wants to be an investment banker. Okay, that's a very bad example. You've been working 6 years in a restaurant. Why didn't you work in a bank? Okay. On the other hand, if that restaurant enthusiastic candidate says he wants an MBA from Colombia because he wants to open a restaurant and a chain of restaurants, and he wants to continue to the hospitality business, that makes more sense. Okay, so there's a clear vision and there's a connection between your past and your future, and maybe why MBA, because he wants to learn about entrepreneurship and microeconomics and I don't know how to get the investors to invest in his idea. So that makes sense. That's a clear vision. School interests are very important. The schools want to make sure you want to study there. You can't take your Columbia application and copy and paste that to Chicago Booth. No, you have to show a lot of school interest, and we'll soon show how to do that, but that's very important. If you've managed people at work, very important to mention that. If you haven't managed people at work, if you have some kind of leadership experience, it can be from university, it can be from high school, it can be from your extracurricular activities. You were captain of the football team. It's very important to show that you have leadership potential. If you have international exposure, this is very important. Some schools put a lot of emphasis on this. On the other hand, not a lot of candidates went to relocation somewhere for 3 years. So if you have something, show it. Even if it was, travel to 10 countries, backpacked somewhere, or worked with an international team, this is important. The next two are kind of softer things, and it's very hard to show them. So broad horizons is something very interesting. I used to interview for London Business School, like I said, and I used to look at, academic experience, very important. And I used to look at professional experience, that's very important. But you remember, I had a 780 and he had a good professional experience. But then I just used to look for something else. Would I like this person to be with me in the class? Is he interesting? Will he add value? Now, if this person didn't do anything apart from his professional experience, that's very boring. Okay, now, not everybody went and built an orphanage in Africa. And not everybody climbed up the Himalaya, okay? So, broad horizons doesn't mean you're a Nobel Prize winner, but it does mean you have some hobbies, you have volunteered somewhere, you do something extra, and it's interesting. You're an interesting person. I would like to talk to you over a beer. And same with smart and dependable. It's very hard to show a bullet in your CV that shows that you're smart, okay? Same with dependable, but can definitely show in the essay that when your manager went on maternity leave, she or he gave you a lot of responsibilities. Okay, so that does show that you're dependable. They trusted you to do something beyond your job, for example. And smart just means that you've managed to, maybe progress faster than others or do more things in parallel, etc.